Good evening, everyone. So, this is a big question for many people, something that atheists love to come at us for, try and disprove God. But this is something that also even many Christians wonder, especially when they're going through it, and that is, why does God allow suffering? God did not create suffering, such as starvation, for example, He is not pleased at all when we suffer. Suffering exists in the world as the result of collective human consciousness. God gave us free will. If enough people believe something should be done to prevent the suffering of starvation, indeed we would stop it. We would not tolerate it. We can change an event simply by our reaction to it. However, the very fact that it exists says we are just collectively not in agreement. So tell an atheist next time when they go about, oh, why does God let people in Africa starve? Yeah, well, you know what the problem is? Man has turned such a blind eye to everybody in Africa. That's why people starve. Well, why does God let kids get cancer? First of all, that's from the enemy. Second of all, our government's poisoning us with all the crap they put in food. Third of all, God created this earth. You can't tell me He hasn't put natural remedies on this earth. He has. I believe there is a cure for cancer and every other disease out there. I believe God's provided those cures. I think a big problem is our medical field has become all about this thanks to Big Pharma, which is a billion-dollar industry. You get rid of Big Pharma, well, that would get rid of a lot of the corruption in the medical field, but that's a different discussion for another time. But I'm just saying, God did not create suffering. And let me just say something. When we're heartbroken of our suffering, God is too. You gotta remember that, guys. When you're suffering, He's not gonna ever leave you. He's never gonna forsake you just because you are suffering. He's gonna stand close by. Press into Him. Pray for His comfort, His healing, everything else. There's nothing God can't do. I love yous, and yous have a great and most blessed night.